Field here in Jacksonville. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Jacksonville Jaguars. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9?
Taken at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
Now a play fake here on first down.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
You know, are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
They go play action here on first down.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another first down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown.
T. Higgins.
His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Raiders are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
The extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Pulls it in at the 13. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10.
At their own 28-yard line.
Now Lawrence.
Going to throw right side here, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
From the shotgun, Lawrence.
To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. 10 yards there. Good enough for a Jags first down.
The Jaguars at 3-5, 2 games under 500. They were losers their last time out. Trying to get back in the win column, but obviously not an easy task here in a hostile environment.
Yeah, always tough to win away from home. But sometimes what you do is you use these types of games as bonding experiences and carry that into the contest. This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Throwing again here, it's Lawrence.
Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17. They forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive.
Now Lawrence on first down.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
On play action, Lawrence.
Looking for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen 1 touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
On 3rd down, Lawrence.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he does not get to the first down marker as they stop him at the 19. He'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave...
And looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted. And the Raiders are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Well, I appreciate the aggressiveness trying to go for it there on 4th down, but you're in the red zone, had 3 points in your back pocket. Instead, Charles, they throw it away.
Certainly a big call to go for it on 4th down. As you said, in the red zone, definitely going to cost them 3 points, and we'll see how that affects the game as time goes on.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Deontay Johnson, 38 yards.
And the Raiders have moved out in front.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Pulls it in at the 13. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CD, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here because, to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5-5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3-6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming out 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
From the gun on third down, Lawrence. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward. And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. He won't find a ton of space following the display of power as he's down just inside the 45. Out of the gun now on third down.
Slant to Adams. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
Back to throw now on first down.
Here's back-to-back catches for Davante Adams.
Touchdown! Davante Adams. A 24-yard touchdown.
And the Raiders have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Lawrence. Oh, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence. Picked off by Nate Hobbs.
Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Now a give to Jacobs running right. And he takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here's the 2nd and 7. Flushed out right. Got a man. It's Johnson. End zone for a Las Vegas touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season.
And the Raiders have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. And one told me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd and 1, it's Lawrence. And Ingram holds it in. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down. They go play action with Lawrence. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. That's good for 28 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Again, it's Lawrence. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars get a bit closer. Extra point up and good by Funk. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
But whatever they called on defense, they made sure they were ready for the pass on that snap, made the proper adjustments, and helped force an incompletion.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
They'll try and throw for it here. And that's complete to Adams. Davante Adams. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. On the defensive side of the ball, that's the definition of frustrated. You get them to 4th down, and then you allow a chunk play like that in the passing game.
Almost felt as if that play was drawn up in the dirt on the sideline. They pulled that from a game plan that wasn't this.
And the pressure gets there. He'll go down. It's a sack. And it is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. Devon Hamilton in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. They'll run right here with Jacobs. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
drop to throw. Caught on the right side by Adams. Touchdown Raiders. Davante Adams with his second touchdown here in this first half, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got them pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo, and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. He's got a man complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. On the counter, ETN. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. On 2nd and 9, Lawrence eluding the pressure right. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
Partner, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays, because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Here's Lawrence to throw. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Jaguars are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Folk connects on the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Here we go on 2nd and 12. Getting this into the hands of his tight end, Zach Davidson. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. They'll throw now on the final play. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando. That's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. Pulls it in at the 13.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Second and 4. And to throw again is Lawrence.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And this is taken in at the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Looking to throw, Lawrence.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air.
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown.
Trevor Lawrence
scoring on the sneak from a yard out.
And the Jaguars are back within a score.
Extra point up and good by Fulton. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. He'll look to throw.
Open man is Davidson, the tight end. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
That one good for 37 yards.
It doesn't look like this defense found the magical elixir at halftime. This offense was rolling in the first half, and that's continued here in the third quarter. Another big play right there.
A first down run there for Jacobs, but nothing doing as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10.
The slant connects with Devontae Adams.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 26. Now back to throw. Here's Johnson with a reception. Touchdown! Deontay Johnson, 26 yards. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Jaguars
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter. Went down, got the touchdown, and cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense?
He's got a man, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one good for 37 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now Lawrence to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Flush to his right. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. Third quarter action from Jacksonville. Now Lawrence. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 4th down. And they'll try and throw forward with Lawrence. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jags come up empty on 4th down, and that will force a turnover on downs. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0-2, if they get into a 3rd situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
So both teams trade touchdowns in the 3rd as we're through 3 quarters of play. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock, and this is 2nd and less than a yard. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. T. Higgins. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Raiders are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns in 21. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. Chandler Jones, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Now Lawrence. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. Max Crosby blowing up the play and getting the sack.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first.
And he is going to have the Jaguars first down as the defense nowhere to be found there. A gain of 20 on 4th down. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But they trim that lead down to just 2 scores. That's still a benefit to this squad.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Lawrence going to throw again.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, that his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Raiders are going to get the football here at their own 23.
He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone.
He's got a man, complete.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. That one looks like he'll throw here. Escaping the pressure right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach. And maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to put.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders.
T. Higgins
From 4 yards out.
And the Raiders have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll increase their lead to 28. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here. Things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season. But in this one, well, their defense has really struggled.
Max Crosby picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Another try after the first down sack.
Lawrence.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Jags are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. On 1st down, Lawrence. Quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
2nd and 10 now. It's Lawrence.
Going down the middle, and it's complete. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a 1st down.
Here's Lawrence. And boy, another ill-advised throw there, as that will wind up incomplete.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence.
Flushed out right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Hey, stand up!
A final shot now for Lawrence.
They'll roll him out right. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Raiders come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Las Vegas, they moved to 7-1 on the year with the victory.
And they'll return home next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, their season is on life support somewhat now at 3-6. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs.